Hey guys, so I decided to share my thoughts with a video. So I'll jump right into the first article about Mark Zuckerberg gave 100 million to New Jersey to reform schools. So when I was looking at the article, I jotted down some things that really stood out to me as like more of a neoliberalism take. So some of the things they discussed were they plan to fix the school. They worked. Some of the people that he worked with worked for the government. Someone was a senator of New Jersey before. They created a series of reforms. They wanted to rescue the schools. They did this as a 5-year experiment. They used extraordinary powers of a government who controlled the school districts. They expanded charter schools. They got rid of teachers whose evaluations were really weak. And the funny thing about this is no one in the community knew about this until they saw it on the Oprah show. So my question for them uh, is when were you going to let the community know that you all were doing all of these reforms in their schools, in their communities? So of course that didn't work out so well. So I was just shocked to find that out, but it just goes on with the neoliberalism take. I feel like most of the time with the neoliberalism approach, they do things because it works in the private sector, but they don't let the public know what they're doing until it's just a disaster. Like this idea with Mark Zuckerberg was definitely a disaster. It did not go well, and the public did not receive it well just because they didn't know about it. And all of these changes, you cannot just make all these changes and not let the people who you are impacting know. So that definitely screamed neoliberalism to me. And also, with the pay, teachers were supposed to get paid based upon their performance. And the thing was, they ran out of money because the consultants were being paid. The consultants had a salary, I think 20 million, and they were saying that consultants were getting paid $1,000 a day, and the district didn't have enough money to pay the teachers. So that kind of backfired on them because neoliberalism does believe that teachers should get paid based on their performance. But as you can see with this situation, that couldn't happen because the district didn't have enough money to allocate to everybody. So that was a disaster. Another thing that I looked up was a Chan Zuckerberg initiative. I actually did not know that Mark Zuckerberg's, I hope I'm saying his name right, wife is actually a teacher. And so, well, she's a former teacher, and this initiative believes in world-class engineering, grant making, and education should enter adulthood to receive full potential. So this initiative, I didn't think had like a whole neoliberalism perspective on it. I guess because she's a former teacher, so she would kind of know the struggles. But then again, I have to ask like, I guess what area or what type of school she taught, because like the lower income families kind of were not mentioned in this reform. So although her ideas were innovative, I was trying to figure out which audience she was targeting when she was thinking about this initiative. The last one, no, we were supposed to choose two, but the third one kind of got me. I looked up the Gates Millennial Foundation. As you guys know, the Gates Millennial Foundation is owned by the world's most richest man, Bill Gates. And they focus on lower income families. They also believe in high quality education, which screams neoliberalism to me as well. They're concerned with career paths and great jobs, meaning throughout school, they're trying to get students to really grasp the concept of getting a career or having a great job. They find new approaches that can be used for high quality charter schools. They train new effective teachers. So this to me is again this whole idea of you train new teachers, you pay them more, and all of a sudden the students' test scores will go up. They are a private foundation, and they don't provide services directly. They also support the Common Core standards, which basically talks about if students are passing the test or whatever, that they will also pay the teachers more for that. And they had in 2016, I read they had a $1.7 billion investment to go towards a new curriculum. So this whole entire time, I knew about the foundation, but I guess knowing more about neoliberalism, this just jumped out to me more, that this whole foundation was just founded on like the private sector principles, if you will, because that's all I'm reading about. So yeah, those are the things that I kind of found, and those are the things that jumped out at me as like a neoliberalistic view.